Ready, Hector? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mike Finch of CageFanatic.com here with the greatest boxing announcer of all time, Michael Buffer. Michael, thank you so much for the time, my friend.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much. Your bling is looking better than mine, man. Do you ever think you'd have gold quite that size around your neck?
I feel like Flavor Flav right now with the big, okay.
You look great. Wonderful speech up there. I actually do mixed martial arts commentary, so it's been awesome watching you throughout my career.
And my brother Bruce.
And your brother Bruce. Of course, your brother Bruce. And I have to ask about you and Bruce. The history is so interesting because he's your half-brother, but you didn't grow up with him.
No.
You got into ring announcing first. Was that his inspiration, or did he come up with that independently?
You know what happened after I met Bruce, and a lot of things were happening in my career, and Bruce is the businessman. He's really,
Okay.
he works 24 hours a day and everything. So we decided to join forces where he would really man the business end, the office, and that sort of thing. And Bruce is a trained martial arts guy and everything. So I started to do some UFC shows. At the time, I was with WCW Wrestling, and when they were peaking out in the 90s with all the great shows. And they said, listen, you got a contract with us, and we feel like that's a little competitive because it was pay-per-view stuff. I said, okay, and then sort of got Bruce, he got his foot in the door, and he just has such passion for it, and it worked out great. He's the voice of the Octagon, so I'm very proud of him, and we still have our business going and everything, so it's a great deal for everybody.
Yeah, he's reached tremendous heights. He's beloved in the MMA community.
Yeah.
I've heard Bruce describe it as he's a shot at Jack Daniels, and you're like a fine wine. Would you agree with that?
Well, that's not bad. I like that. Yeah. He's got the pipes, though, man. I don't know how he does it.
You said that he did martial arts. I'm actually interested to know, were you a boxing fan before you got into ring announcing?
Oh, yeah. Total boxing fan. Since I was a little kid. I mean, I used to watch, with my age, but I mean, the 50s, Sugar Ray Robinson toward the end of his career, and Marciano, Jersey Joe Walcott, Floyd Patterson, all those guys, and then it just continued into the 60s, and a big fan of then Cassius Clay, the gold medal winner, who became, defeated Sonny Liston. I've just always been, absorbed by boxing and loving it. So, yeah.
I got to ask you your favorite boxing athlete then. Who's your favorite boxer?
Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Would be, pound for pound, the best ever would be Sugar Ray Robinson in my mind. I don't think it'd be much of a disagreement with anybody there. And then
you wouldn't put Floyd in a pound for pound?
Hey, in a top 10, yeah,
okay.
Sure. But I mean, number one is Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you about it if you want.
Please.
I mean,
I got all day, Mike.
He wins 40 fights in a row. He fights Jake LaMotta, has his first loss. They fight again 21 days later. Ray is a welterweight. Jake LaMotta is a middleweight.
Sure.
He defeats him 21 days apart. And in between, Sugar Ray Robinson has a 10-round fight. Nobody does that. Nobody can do that today.
Especially today, right?
Then he goes undefeated for his next 80 fights.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the greatest fighter of all time.
Sure.
My favorite would be, if you have 1A and 1B, would be, pound for pound, would be Muhammad Ali, no doubt about it. And favorite fighter, Muhammad Ali. Charismatic, legendary, took a stand because of his religion and politics and everything that everyone should really admire. And just I love him with all my heart.
Those are back times when heavyweight boxing really got the public's imagination, and we saw that kind of fall off after the Mike Tyson years, and I think it's really coming back in a big way.
I think you're right.
Obviously, you do some work for when Anthony Joshua fights, but they got Deontay Wilder out here. I know you watch the Tyson Fury fights as well. What are your thoughts on the heavyweight title picture here and in boxing, with there being multiple heavyweight champions right now, multiple guys who believe that they have a stake to claim as the greatest boxer in boxing?
We have two belted champions right now, and that's Deontay has the WBC title.
Sure.
Then Joshua has the rest.
Sure, and Fury's the lineal champion, which is something to
actually. He kind of gave it up in October of 2016.
Right.
But apparently, with good public relations, he's the lineal champion again. But that's all right.
Nobody's beaten him.
Nobody's beaten him. Yeah. But the only guy with a perfect record is Joshua.
Sure.
Same amount of victories, as the same amount of fights. But I think the heavyweight division is alive and well if we can just get everybody on the same page. I mean, with Wilder, Fury, AJ. Big Baby Miller, Dillian White, it definitely has to be in the mix there, and it's a really good top 6 or 7, and let's say a solid top 6 or 7, and a good top 10. So I'm looking forward to a lot of good fights in the heavyweight division.
What's the key with these? So the title picture is unbelievable. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of talent here. What's the key to get them to that Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali level of fame where the public pays attention to heavyweight boxing like they used to?
I don't know. I mean, things are so global now, whereas, before it was just between the Atlantic and the Pacific here in the States where you just saw the fighters. Today, like the UK has more world champions than any other country, and great fans.
Yeah.
And they've got AJ as a heavyweight champ, but he's coming to America on June 1st. Going to fight Big Baby Miller.
Yep.
It's going to be a good fight, sold out card, already the largest grossing fight in Madison Square Garden history.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That is fantastic. I have to ask you, you've done multiple sports. You've even done commercials and everything else, but beyond boxing, what's been your favorite to announce for?
Beyond boxing, and there's something special about stepping onto a baseball field when you're introducing the starting lineup for the World Series.
That's for sure.
NFL playoff games, the kickstart just a few weeks ago, the NBA All-Star game. I've done a few of those and been involved with the NBA playoffs, Stanley Cup championships, and I've done a lot. Indy 500.
Okay.
Daytona 500.
Okay.
Bristol Night Race. 500.
I said to pick one. You're going off now. You got to pick one. You got to pick one. You were leaning baseball.
Man, that's a tough one. I'm going to have to say the World Series.
Okay.
The World Series.
Excellent, excellent. Michael, I appreciate the time so much. Like I said, getting into mixed martial arts commentary, you're one of the guys I look up to. Congratulations on an amazing career. It's not over yet. You got some of your best years ahead of you in ring announcing. Thank you.